Right, so you might be thinking, why have you not uploaded for a week for Under Space Hat? Now, I'm not gonna lie, my PC one day, it just decided it does not want to work anymore, and it stopped working for about a week. And that means, unfortunately, I have been playing on Genshin Impact on PS5.
Oh, what? Controller player? That is a controller player!
But it's okay because, you know, I got a 5-star weapon on console, so I guess, like, playing on console was a bit luckier than playing on PC, I guess. But, you know, it was actually quite a fun experience. But anyways, I'm talking about why I'm not pulling on the Raiden Shogun or the Yoimiya Rerun banners, and I'm going to explain why in today's video, because normally I pull on every banner, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of the last time I've not pulled on a banner, apart from the times I didn't play the game. So, me not pulling on the banner, quite an important, you've got to have a good reason why, you know, with me. So yeah, we're going to be taking that in today's video. Now let me know down below, are you pulling on any of the banners? Because, yeah, I'd like to know, because I mean, I like reading you guys' comments, to be honest with you. That sounds kind of odd, I just like reading people's comments. Anyways, if you guys enjoy this kind of content and you want to support me, feel free to sub. We're trying to get to 10k subscribers, and we're on negative subscribers for the last 28 days, which is kind of funny. But so yeah, if you want to support me, feel free to sub. Let's get into it though. Now, I have actually predicted the characters on the banner, and to be honest, it's an okay set of characters. So we have a Chevreuse, sorry, I can't pronounce her name correctly, and I'm predicting the other two characters on the banner we're seeing a Kujo-Sara, and I'm putting a 90% on a Yunjin, because we've not seen her since the last Yoimiya rerun, and she seems to always come back whenever Yoimiya reruns, and Kujo-Sara also reruns whenever Raiden reruns. So I'm putting like a 90% chance on those two. And obviously we have the new 4-star character, Chevreuse. Now, I like to collect all the 4-stars, even though I level most of them to level 20 and never use them again. And now, I think with Chevreuse, she's actually going to be an interesting kind of character. Reading up on her abilities and skills, that she is a Pyro Polearm character, which means with polearms, I mean, there's quite a few fun ones out there you could use, but it seems to be that she's a sub DPS healer kind of thing, support character, because with her skill ability, it deals damage but also heals your active character over time, and then her passives, so that if you have only Pyro and Electro characters in your party, it decreases the Pyro and Electro resistance of opponents when you hit them with an overload, or overload reaction. That's the name of it, the overload reaction. Now, that being said, that is a bit of a niche, because to be frankly honest, overload is kind of not a very good reaction, to be honest with you. It knocks the enemies away from you and does a bit of damage, but you know, the damage you get from reactions like Vaporize or Melt is definitely a lot better than Overload. Overload just exists, but I could see this being a niche support for those who want to use an Overload team and use maybe characters like Yoimiya or Raiden. You could run Raiden and Yoimiya together, maybe with a Fischl as well, with a C6 Fischl. I feel like it could work in a niche, and it is a fun character. It definitely opens a bunch of new team sets. But there's also her second passive, which increases your attack for nearby Pyro and Electro characters in your party, which means if you're running only Pyro and Electro anyways for the first passive, you're also getting attack bonus based on how much HP she has, which can be increased up to 40%. Now, that's pretty good. Now, to be honest, with most 4-stars, generally speaking, you need the C6, because with every new 4-star released by Hoyoverse in the current day, every character needs a C6 who's a 4-star to get the most out of them. Shocking, I know. I mean, if you can think of a 4-star that's come out recently since Inazuma that doesn't require C6, please let me know, because it makes me sad, man, because these characters come back once every 6 years. I mean, we've not seen Guru in over 20 banners, and, you know, I'm never getting him C6, to be honest. And then the other characters are going to be Kujo-Sara and Yunjin. Now, to be honest, we're looking at the characters I already have, because I do have Raiden and Yoimiya on my account. You might be thinking, oh, Fred, Constellation, you know, try and go for that C2 Raiden, because is pretty good. Hell, even go for the C3. The C3 is also really good. It's the age-old debate. You know, it's the age-old debate of do you want to go for C2? Because to be honest, with C1, I mean, it's all right. Her C1's okay, but you need to see if you're going for the C1, you need to go for the C2. Now, to be honest, I'm quite poor, so I'm not gonna be able to get the C2 if I tried. Maybe I could get some luck, you know, gambler's instinct and all that. And then, however, Yoimiya, I do not even want this. Like the C1 for Yoimiya increases her ult, and to be honest, with all due respect to Yoimiya's ult, who uses the ult on Yoimiya? Let me know down below. I mean, even if you go talent upgrade, it is like, according to recommendations, the third one. Like, it's not even the one that, like, when it's third on the list, it is the one that you ignore. Nobody uses Yoimiya's ult. So this is like the biggest depression of a constellation of all time. I mean, maybe you could like get use out of this C1, like the second part, but I feel like this is an awful constellation. Nobody wants to do Yoimiya C1. Maybe one of you do, but I don't think many people want it. And then obviously we have Kuchosara, which, like I said with previous 4 stars, you need to get the C6 ideally. Now there are some like decent constellations and all that. Like this one increases your attack bonus by a second or two. But ideally you want the C6 because it increases your crit damage by electro damage by 60%, which obviously you want, which means you need to get the C6. And then if we're talking about Yunjin, I'm pretty sure I already have her C6. I don't know where she is. Where is she? Oh, she's over here. I do have her C6. And again, like this increases normal attack speed, which works really, really well on a Yoimiya. But I've already got a C6. I don't need any more constellations of her. I'd really only be pulling for Kuchosara cons, and then maybe one Chevreuse. I might put one temple into the banner to see what happens, but if I see a 5-star, I'm going to go feral, because, to be honest, we look at the wish, I've saved up 4,000 primos in the last few days. I've been very, very good. You know, I've been saving quite nicely. I mean, 4,000 sounds like a lot, but in reality, that gets you 26 pulls, which means ideally we'd have 30 pulls to go into the banner. Plus, I got a couple more in my Starlight shop because I've got 25 Starlight. I'm ideally saving for I forgot her name, but it's the Cloud Retainer in the next update, and I know what you're thinking. Like, she heals, she increases plunge damage. You don't even have a Zhao. I don't care. The character's cool. You know what I mean? The character's cool. The character's new. The character's shiny. Therefore, I want it. And we're going to try and get it in a 4.4. But you know, it's going to be a tough time, and we're going to try our best, but I feel like we can definitely try and go for our own 4.4. I'm thinking maybe we can save up to get 1 5-star next update, but I'm not entirely sure if we can actually do it or not. I feel like we're going to get close. I've got to do Spiral Abyss as well, which should get us another couple pulls, and then maybe there's a couple more events. So maybe it is in fact possible, but yeah. Are you guys saving for any banners, or are you going to be putting on the current one? Let me know down below. Apart from that, have a lovely day, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in another video soon.